Welcome to my channel. You people are aware of the back and forth between the presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and the presidential candidates of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The back and forth between them since Alhaji Atiku Abubakar granted interview, pre-recorded interview to the Arise television. If you recall in that interview, he said that his problem with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu started when he emerged the presidential candidate of the AC Action Congress in 2007, and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu wanted to be his vice presidential candidate, and he, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, rejected the offer by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was then the governor of Lagos State, because he felt that it was not right to run a Muslim ticket at that time. After that interview, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu came after Atiku Abubakar and said that Atiku Abubakar was a liar, that Atiku Abubakar was the one that made the offer to him and he rejected it. I did a video where I look at the two positions, and I did say, going by the antecedent of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what he did in 2014, 2015, when he, a Muslim, wanted to be vice president to General Muhammad Buhari in the run-up to the 2015 general election. I knew that he is the one that must be lying, because based on his antecedent. Now it has come to pass that he was actually the liar, and I will tell you about it, the full details of it, in a short while. But before I do that, please, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, share this video widely, like it, comment on it. If you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, how did we get to know about it? The story is actually an open book written in a recent autobiography of the first interim, or the interim national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Chief Bisi Akande, the former governor of Osun State. In his memoir, which he called My Participations, it was one of the books that was launched sometimes last year. It was launched with fanfare in Lagos. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the special guest of honor at the launching. Perhaps if Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu could remember what was inside that book, he wouldn't have denied what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said about him. Because in that, his autobiography, the book, you can look for it and buy it. It's already in the market since last year. My Participations, the autobiography of Bisi Akande. Bisi Akande wrote in that book that they, after they formed Action Congress in 2007, meanwhile, one of the revelations in that book, written by Bisi Akande, showed that Atiku Abubakar was actually part of the formation of that party. You know, in a response by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he claimed that he formed that party and invited Atiku and granted him a refuge when he was like a refugee who has no place to pitch his tent after his estrangement with his principal, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria at the time. Now, Bisi Akonde did acknowledge in that book that Atiku was part of the formation of Action Congress. So that was is another issue that has also been settled. That Atiku was part of the formation of Action Congress. He was not just invited as a refugee looking for a platform to contest the election when Obasanjo made PDP uncomfortable for him to remain there. Okay? Now, Bisi Akonde said that Tinubu wanted to be the vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar. It was very, very obvious that Tinubu has always been insensitive to the feelings of Christians and even uh, to the chances of his principal or supposed principal, because you know Muslim tickets, despite the fact that Abiola succeeded with it in winning, has always will always be a challenge in a country like Nigeria. So what was established from what Bisi Akande said was that Tinubu wanted to be vice presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar in 2007. So Tinubu is somebody who doesn't care about religious sensitivity of Nigerians, as long as he can be able to achieve his aim of becoming vice president or president. He is not, his politics is not based on principle. It is based on getting what he wants to get. Now, Atiku has exposed him, and Akonde in his book has confirmed it, that is his pattern of behavior. He has this penchant for going for Muslim tickets. He denied it when Atiku said it. The Akonde book has exposed him that he was a liar, because inside that book it was obvious he did want that position. Akonde said so, and if you read that book, read that particular portion, Akonde was saying that they were disappointed. Tinubu was disappointed because at the end of the day, Atiku Abubakar picked Ben Obi as his vice presidential running mate from the southeast. Okay, that was what Atiku settled with. The reason why Atiku did not take him was also the same reason Atiku protested against Tinubu when he wanted to be vice presidential running mate to Buhari in 2014, 2015. In 2007, from the account of Bisi Akonde, people like Tommy Kimi People like Chief Audu Obe, they were opposed to that Muslim ticket. They were among those who Atiku consulted, and they were also against Muslim tickets. So it is now very clear that Atiku was the one that was right when he said that Tinubu wanted Muslim ticket in 2007, and he rejected it. And it was at the root of their problem, because after he didn't give Tinubu that offer, he didn't make that offer to Tinubu. Tinubu got angry and worked against Atiku Abubakar, worked against his party, and worked for Yaradua, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, who eventually won that election. So why is this thing important? It is important because Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the presidential candidate of the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress. This is one of his series of uh, lies that have shown that Nigerians will find it difficult to trust him as to become the president of Nigeria and be commander in chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because for somebody who wants to be the president of Nigeria and commander in chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces must be somebody who has integrity, who his word is his bond. But we cannot say the same thing about Tinubu. So many doubts about his identity, so many desperations in terms of wanting to run on Muslim tickets all the time have shown that this is not a kind of behavior that Nigeria need as a leader right now. Nigeria need a leader that could be able to be trusted, a leader that could say yes and his yes is yes, a leader who, when he said no, his no will be no, not a leader that speaks from both sides of the mouth, who, when he greets the country, good morning, the citizens will be looking at their wristwatch to find out whether it is actually morning. So it's a wake up call for Nigerians as they go about choosing the next president of the country. They should look at integrity, the ability to be truthful to Nigerians, ability to have personal transparency, which can be translated to national transparency as a leader at the national scale, and not somebody who, right from his identity, there is so much questions to be answered. And this issue of denying that he wanted to run a Muslim ticket in 2007 is very important, because this same particular issue is what Nigerians are facing today, because of Tinubu's Muslim ticket. The presidential election ahead of 2023 has become polarized along religious line. Religion has become a major issue because of Mr. Aswadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Muslim tickets. If you look at it now, Nigerians don't have any issue with the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peterobi. It was a balanced ticket. Peterobi, a Christian, uh, Dr. Dati Ahmed, his vice presidential running mate, a Muslim. In terms of Atiku Abubakar is a Muslim. His running mate, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, is a Christian. from the south, and all this balanced ticket, no issues. But what has thrown up religion as a major issue and a factor in the coming election is because of Tinubu's desperation for presidency and his desire to go against federal character principle by picking same faith running mates. And he tried to deny that he did the same thing in 2007. He also tried to deny that he did the same thing in 2015. If you ask him now, he will tell you that he never wanted to be vice president to Buhari. But there are a lot of witnesses who have said the same thing that Akande said about 2007. Atiku Abubakar have said it. Femi Fanekayode has said it. Uh, the former Senate President Bukola Saraki have said it. Tinubu wanted to be vice presidential candidate to Buhari. Even if you read there's a book written about Buhari ahead of that election, written by a British citizen. Inside that book also, it was stated there that Tinubu wanted to be vice president to uh, President uh, Muhammad Buhari in 2015. So this is something that Nigerians should take note of about the presidential candidate of the APC. That he is not being truthful to Nigerians, he is not being fair to Nigerians. He tells Nigerians whatever he feels like telling Nigerians, and he stands by it without minding the implication of what he has said. Now, this situation does not also exonerate Atiku Abubakar when it comes to same faith. Atiku Abubakar did the right thing in 2007. He did the right thing in 2015 by being among those who stopped Tinubu from uh, having Muslim ticket, joint tickets with Buhari. But Atiku himself also lobbied to be vice presidential candidate of Chief MKO Abiola in 1992. So he's not totally a saint in this matter of ensuring diversity. But what he did is small compared to the repeated quest for Tinubu to run Muslim tickets, which has always been an issue in Nigeria. Abiola did it at the time he did it, and Nigerians were able to tolerate it. But now Tinubu has resurrected it in 2023, and it has created a lot of tension in the country in terms of religious division. He went for Muslim tickets because he believed that is the only way he could become president. Now his supporters and himself are saying religion does not matter. But religion was actually the main reason why he is running a Muslim ticket right now. So the ball is now on the court of Nigerians to decide, does a man who is not telling his people the truth before he enters the presidential seat, deserve to be trusted to enter this position? I do not think such a person deserves that position because his presidency will be much more opaque than what we are witnessing right now in the administration of President Muhammad Buhari. Now, the implication of this also is that Nigerians should look towards a candidate like the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peterobi, who have been very straightforward with Nigerians. His 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 identity, his lifestyle has been an open book. He has been talking to the media. He's not hiding from the media. Unlike Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. These two candidates, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar, are hiding from the media. They don't talk to the media. Whatsoever you see them say, except for that interview, that interview with Arise, it was a pre-recorded interview. Atiku never bothered to talk to the press. He always talks to the press through his media aides. The same thing is happening to Tinubu. He talks to the media only through his media aides. Nigerians are not hearing directly from him. I can assure you that now that it has been exposed that never, Tinubu was the one that requested to be made the vice presidential candidate of Atiku. Tinubu can come out tomorrow now and tell you that he wasn't the one that said it. It was his media aide that said it. Tunde Rahman, who issued that statement, will now be the one to carry the blame because Tinubu and co don't want to talk to Nigerians directly the way that Mr. Peterobi has been talking to Nigeria directly in live interviews. So Nigerians should think wisely as they make a choice in 2023. Do you elect a serial liar whose promises you cannot take to the bank? Or do you elect a man who is transparent, who has been communicating with you, who have been talking to you through the media, who have been saying as things the way he will do it? He is not talking through a third party. There is nothing that Mr. P2B is promising Nigerians today that he will come tomorrow and say, I didn't say it. But Tinubu and Atiku are saying so many things through third parties, through media aids, things they can reject tomorrow. We all are witnesses how so many things that Buhari promised in 2015 when he was challenged about the fact that he has not done them. He said he never promised them. So some other people go about promising things on behalf of candidates. That is why it is important that Nigerians cause Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar to be talking to the press more, live interviews, like the recent one that Mr. P2B did with Channels Television, live interviews, so that Nigerians could be able to assess them. We cannot be able, Nigerians should not elect people based on sentiment, on ethnicity, on religion. They should elect people based on capacity to deliver on what they have promised they will deliver. And you cannot be speaking through third party and expect the vote of Nigerians. And Nigerians should reject presidential candidates that don't talk to them directly, that speaks to them only through third party. Because when they are speaking to Nigerians through third party, before they even become president, only God knows what they will do if by mistake Nigerians elect such people as president of the country. They will become aloof, like the present president, who hardly talks to the Nigerian media. Talking to Nigerian media by Buhari become a kind of unique thing. Things that other countries, their presidents take it as a normal routine, talking to the press all the time. In Nigeria, the president talks to the local media directly, maybe once in a year. That's not right in a democracy. Nigeria should not make the mistake of electing a president that will continue the same pattern that Buhari had led this country in terms of running an opaque administration, not talking to Nigerian people, unless at his own time when he chose. And oftentimes he hardly have time for Nigerian media. So that is why Nigerians should be careful as they elect the next president of Nigeria. Take cognizance of those who tell you the truth, who speak truth before they become presidents. Those are the people you vote for. Those who are known as serial liars, those who cannot take their words to the bank, those who are known to lack transparency, accountability in their personal life, in their running of government when they were in power, should be avoided like a plague in 2023. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you. And please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. Like this video, share it widely. When you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first. God bless you.